body. I've had incredible osteoporosis, legs, hips, everywhere osteoporosis. I did have arthritis. The doctor, he ran a lot of blood work. He wanted to find out what's going on. And it was through that blood work is how I got diagnosed. And one thing I want to make it so you all know that's so important about what you do. I was 45 years old, having the time of my life, and then all of a sudden it's just like whammo. It's just like it comes out of nowhere. And what's so important about all of you and your running and your fundraising is you give us hope. One who said hope. It's all about you give us all hope. You give us the drugs. You give us the cures. So I go through all this blood work. I have a numb toe. I'm getting all these tubes of blood taken, and they turn out they said that you've got what's called Waldenstrom's. It's a non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. It's not curable, but it is treatable, and that's because of all of you. It's very, very manageable because the drugs are available when you need them. So on the prognosis of this non-Hodgkin's lymphoma that I had was to watch and wait. It's a watch and wait type of lymphoma. So we monitor blood every 3 months, the thickness of your blood, and we monitor what's called an IgM level, immunoglobulin. And we watch the spike, we watch symptoms. So as the years went by in 2009, my legs were basically pretty much numb. They were pretty much numb. My feet, it just felt like there was like a bus always parked on my feet 24 hours a day, never went away. And that's called peripheral neuropathy. And it's very common. And I know Bill's got the neuropathy. His legs are totally numb. So Bill doesn't feel anything. Where mine are numb, but down here it's just like pain also. It's like the pain also. That's the neuropathy. The other thing that was going on is lightheadedness. You get very, very lightheaded. You're kind of donged. Hearing loss is very common under Waldenstrom's. And I soon found I had something else called cryoglobulinemia, because basically my hands were turning white, my feet were turning white, and my blood was starting to freeze up. So this is blood cancer. It's just going crazy. And they said, okay, you got to do treatment. So we started treatment in 2009. And treatment, you go into the infusion lounge. The infusion lounge is where you go, and basically you're in a reclining chair. They give you bring your iPod, and you're hooked up to the bags of all the medication that's going to take care of this cancer. And it's kind of relaxing because they didn't have to change any diapers. Because usually I'd be changing diapers right there, so it's kind of I had a couple of break. But what happens is something day 3 through 5, when you go through this type of blood cancer treatment and you're getting this infusion, I always say day 3 through 5 are the hardest. All of a sudden, you're doing customer service work for a builder, and you're like ready to cry at any time because it's just horrible. These drugs is like what they do to you mentally and all that. But the key to cancer is the key to life. The key, and everything we're doing, the training, the marathoning, it's all the same. It's all about attitude. It's all about attitude. You go into cancer, like Bill says, it's like bullshit. It's like, we're going to beat it. We're going to beat you. I got you. I'm going to take you on. And that's how marathon training is. It's like, I'm going to find that finish line. Cancer patients, we're going to get to that finish line. We're going to do it. And we're going to fight. I'm going to put up a hell of a fight. So, take it on. In 2010, in January 22nd, I finished my treatment. I signed up for the team the following day, and I signed up for the Seattle Marathon, along with my sisters, my family. Everybody's freaking out because they're like, David, you're going through treatment. You shouldn't be doing marathons. I go, you want to do it? I'm doing it. So my sisters, Vicky, Paula, Sandra, my nieces and nephews, two nieces, they signed up, and we did Seattle together. We raised $13,400. Vicky and Vicky, where's Vicky? Are you still here? Yeah. There you are. Vicky, no, I go, you know what, I want to do Nike. And she goes, okay, I'll do Nike too. So she did Nike with me, Vicky and I. And then later I did Honolulu. Last year I did like 4 more marathons. This year Vicky and I, we're going to do the New York City. We're on the Flex team. And we're training for the New York City Marathon on November the 4th, which we're just totally looking forward to. And just to wrap it up, I just want to say the drugs, the IVs, the treatment, that's going right after those cancer cells. You guys are funding target drugs is what you're funding, not blanket chemo. Chemo is like, I always tell you, it's like dropping the bomb. It's like dropping the bomb and you'd wipe out everything along its path. The target drugs are what you're funding. That's what Bill's got. Bill's got the target drug coming his way. And the target drug is that magical little new one that's just going right away and just chisels away and wipes out those cancer cells. That's what you're doing. All that fundraising is so, so important. Blood cancer is becoming a very, very curable type of treatment because of team and training. It's because of team and training and all of you. You guys are the magic behind what's happening in blood cancer. That's what it's all about. In closing, I just want to say, you're my medicine. I keep coming out season after season after season. Just like Bill comes out, it's because you make us feel good. You just make us feel good. You're what our inspiration. We're supposed to be here. We always say we're supposed to be here to inspire you, but you are what inspire us. And I just love you guys, and that's my story.